Hey, good looking. Hey, guys. Hey, you good looking you. You can't hear me very well because I'm in my car driving. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess you're just going to have to nuzzle up to the speaker. Go ahead, fast guy. Doing a little live and drive. Guys, welcome and good Monday morning. Good Monday morning. First off, let's talk about how awesome my day is. I woke up early. It's Monday. I woke up in a good mood on Monday. Fantastic. And now I'm headed to meet my buddy, David, who's come from Australia. We're going to train for 4 to 5 hours today. It's pretty cool. 4 to 5 hours. A little training session. Pretty big training session. Matter of fact, shout out to Dave. And so I don't train people at the Onnit gym except maybe once or twice a year, is what it seems like. Maybe 5 times a year. We'll just say 5. And so Dave came down from Australia. It's his 4th time to the U.S. to train with me. And I'm so very thankful to be able to have somebody to work with and somebody I care about to work with. It makes all the difference in the world in your wake-up routine if you're waking up to do something that motivates you. And so I'm very motivated to work with my guy, Dave. Dave has a really interesting way of showing up right before I release a product. Now, if you're here in view of the video, you're probably wondering why I'm not making eye contact. It's because I'm driving. And 2, you're here for the update on Steel Mace Flow Evolution. Steel Mace Flow Evolution is a project I've been working on, and I've kept it really low key. This is how low key I've kept the project. I haven't even been posting. I haven't been posting mace work. I haven't been posting mace work, and I haven't been posting mace flows. I haven't been posting. Guys, I haven't been posting on social media. I've been saving the eggs for one basket. That's saving all the eggs for one basket. You get it. Holy shit, gas. All right, so Steel Mace Flow in the house. Yeah, boy. Steel Mace Flow Evolution. So back in the day when we created Steel Mace Education, my very first video, I don't want to get into weeds too much, but I partnered with somebody. It didn't go so well. It was not much of a partnership. It was more of a, they ran me like a store shelf and reaped the benefits. But that situation taught me a little bit about doing business and who you want to do business with, and it was a valuable lesson. The first product I ever put out was an education piece. Not a certification, but just education. And that piece of education got buried under scrupulous circumstances. That's right. And scrupulous circumstances. Ding, 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 ding. And that set me off into a land where I wanted to get shit done myself. And so we put out our first bit of education and decided to make that a certification. I've always been interested in teaching people the stuff I'm doing the right way. And not only teach them how to do it the right way, but how to teach them to teach it the right way. I guess those two things seem very similar, but they can be different. So after many years of practice, specifically practicing how to teach Steel Mace Flow, our education has evolved. And so just imagine if you've taught the same thing for 6 years, and in that 6 years you've always allowed your education to evolve. Well, you would imagine that the education at the beginning versus the most recent education has changed a lot in the 6-year span that it's been around. The moves will look different. The education will feel different. and the way that the education is taught, it's definitely going to be different. I would say it would flow more. I was going to say flow better. Let's say flow better. It's going to flow better. If you do something for 6 years, it's going to flow better. That's my philosophy. Flow, get about it. All right, so you've got this sharpening of the sword that is constantly needing to be done to keep the sword sharp and prepared for whatever its duty is. Boom. So we have the idea to the education. I've been tapping in. Let's see. I've been finishing some of the final bits of Mace education. I've been tapping in some of the final bits of Steel Mace education, tapping them in. And the program's coming along swimmingly. I can't swim. Yeah, I'm proud of the program. And so let's talk about what the fuck is the program other than a new way to educate. Well, in order to be a Steel Mace Flow person, it's pretty cheap. You pay $40 and you buy a Steel Mace, or you go get a hammer, or you make a stick, or you make your own mace, and you're in. Now, if you want to take that further, there's education. There's online education, and there's live education. Most of the live educations that you'll run into are indeed certifications. And that's what I offer. I offer 2 levels of certification. And it can be a little expensive. Well, I don't see it as expensive. My online course is $300. There's 12 lessons. There's over 10 hours of content. And so if you do the math, it's super inexpensive per lesson. I mean, it's super inexpensive. And then if you take the weekend course, the live course, which is $600, you get 16 hours of my time. So you divide 16 into that 600, and it's still not that expensive. It is a little bit more. But I had somebody complain that Steel Mace Flow was expensive. I think depending on what level you take Steel Mace Flow to, it can be expensive. And I think that's how the world works. If you go talk to, I guess, giving myself a compliment here, if you go talk to the foremost expert on the subject, he probably charges you a little bit more than the rest. And of course, you don't have to pay that, but then, of course, you don't have to have the experience. But regardless of what my view is, whether I see my efforts and time worth the exchange of energy that I'm asking for, whether I think it's fair or not, I think we're the least expensive certification you can get. So, anyways, the reason why I'm bringing all that up is the price point of Steel Mace Flow Evolution, which is not a certification. Yeah, it's totally not a certification. It's just a program for the you and me, the regular person. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. And so that's the big goal, is to put out a body of education that has evolved from the many years of study and teaching, and put it out there at a price point that I think is ridiculous. And that's cool. I like that. I like ridiculous. I like unreasonable. And so I'd like to offer the Mace community an extreme chance to step forward into their own and do so at a very low cost. Fuck yeah, boys. Super cool. I'm into it. And you know, when I look at the price point, when I look at how much we're going to charge for this thing, and we're talking less than a couple $100. And then I look at the investment that I'm gonna put down for this thing. So I was happy to go over the checklist of things that we need to make this thing possible. There's the cameras, there's the lenses, there's the stands, there's the memory cards, the microphones. Oh yeah, the microphones. Yeah. The lighting, the talent, the food. That's a lot of money, man. The people who edit the videos, the people who press go, the camera operators. This is a lot, man. This is a lot of work, y'all. It's a lot of money going into the project. I'm risking it all. I'm risking every bit of it. Let me tell you this. Sane. I've been sane for a long time. This is a sane, I quit sane, but I think it fits. Here's the thing. Savings account? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. It's gonna take every fucking penny I got. It's gonna take every penny you got, man. Savings account? It's gonna take every penny you got. Every penny you got, man. Fuck that savings account. Alright, now if you have a savings account and it's doing you well and that's the life you live, good for you. I can tell you now that I have a little bit of a savings account because I risked it all several other times and it's paid off. Well, not really. One time it didn't pay off at all. Zero payoff in one. That's pretty bad. Out of one project, eat shit. 2 projects. Well, no, 1 project. Well, yeah. My hydrocore program did not go very well. Went really bad. Which I was surprised at. I think it's just it's maybe the equipment because that thing is awesome. That piece of equipment is awesome, and the education that we put together on that thing is, I mean, I love it. State of the art. All right, so anyways, my friends, we got all the gear, we got all the education, we got all the people, we got a beautiful place to film at, we got help coming from all over the world. It's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be super awesome. Super awesome. Here, and then like here in a couple of weeks, I don't know how long, maybe it's like, I don't know, it's some significant time away, but maybe a month away, but I'll be in New Jersey, I think. And I'll have some friends out there I'll be partying with, as well as teaching Steel Mace flow too. Exciting. So tickets are still for sale. It is a rather small gym. It's going to be tight. And so so yeah, it's kind of a tight gym. But yeah, we still have a few tickets for sale. Is that what I'm saying? I don't know how many tickets we have for sale. That's why I hesitate to say this. I don't really look. But I am going to be up in the New Jersey area a little sooner than typical. So I'm going to get there a day early. I've got some really good friends up there. The Mace community in the Jersey, Philly area is like pretty amazing. So I'm gonna spend some time down there, getting to know the group, getting to celebrate and party, and I'm gonna come back. And from then on, it's nothing but evolution. So, guys, thank you so much for keeping me company on my drive. Thank you so much for your support of Steel Mace Flow. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you guys. Subscribe, support. S words. Later.